Hello everyone, this is Abhijit Paradkar from Patugala College of Commerce and Management. In this chapter, we are going to discussing about the term database. Introduction. This unit introduces the term database, its type and its advantages. It also focuses on basic structure and elements of database. At the end, it provides solid concept of entity. Objectives. The objectives of database are to explain importance of database course, database concept, various architecture of database, the cost, risks, and environment of database management system, difference between data and information, the concept of entity and attributes. Database introduction. Every organization in the real world is like a system which require resources in order to fulfill its main objective. These resources are: number 1, physical resources such as human resource, equipment, etc. Number 2, logical resources such as data. It is very difficult to rely on physical resources. For example, if it is required to check course registration of a particular student, it is unusual to call a student for a verification. Similarly, if it is required to check balance of a particular item in the stock and then subtract from the total figure. Therefore, we can say that dealing with huge amount of physical resources, we must rely on logical resources such as data. So it becomes easy for us to check record of student registration and similarly to check item in the stock. Therefore, data is considered to be one of the most important resource and asset of an organization. If an organization fails to organize the data, it will not be able to work properly and efficiently. Realizing the fact, database management system has emerged as one of the most important course in the information system curriculum today. Therefore, most of the business organizations keep their data as in organized shape in database. Now let us define term database. It is an integrated collection of data shared by many legal users. To understand what is database, we need to understand integration, sharing, security. Integration. Every system in the real world is found in the integrated form, such as a faculty in university is integration of many related departments. Each one is to administer and manage. The database is also like a system, which is not simply large collection of data in single as a wire, but rather in integration of many organized units. Sharing. The data in database is stored at one place and used by number of users, so it is shared resources among number of users. Security. Unauthorized users cannot access data stored in database. Types of database. The database are classified broadly into two groups. These are: number 1, according to architecture; number 2, according to functional units. Let us discuss each one in more details. According to first classification, there are further subtypes of database. Number 1, personal computer database. This type of database is developed on personal computers. For example, consider a company that has a number of salespersons. Each has many customers. Each salesperson might carry laptop computer with simple database application to record customer information and the details of contact with every customers. Let us now discuss some important characteristics of personal computer database. These are: number 1, it satisfies the need of only one user at any given instant of a time. Number 2, it is implemented on standalone personal computers. Number 3, it is simple to design and develop. Number 4, it is widely used. Number 5, it is low cost. Central computer database. This type of database developed on mainframe or mainframe computers. Let us now discuss some important characteristics of central computer databases. These are: it satisfies the need of many users at any instant of time. Number 2, it is implemented on mainframe or mainframe computers. Number 3, it is complex design and development. Number 4, it is costly than personal computer database. Number 5, it covers medium scale as well as large scale organization. Client server database. This type of database is developed on client server architecture, that is local area network. Let us now discuss some important characteristics of client server databases. These are: it satisfies the need of many users at any given instant of a time. Number 2, it is implemented on client server architecture. Number 3, it is costly than personal computer database but cheaper than central computer database. Number 4, it covers medium scale as well as large scale organization. Distributed database. This type of database developed on wide area network and suitable to those organizations which are operational and widely spread geographical location. Let us now discuss some important characteristics of distributed database. These are: number 1, it satisfies the need of many users at any given instant of a time. Number 2, it is implemented on wide area network. Number 3, it designed and developed in complex. Number 4, it is costly than client server database as communication channels are involved. Number 5, it covers medium scale as well as large scale organization. Now let us discuss second classification, that is according to functional units. Number 1, personal computer database. The personal computer database is also fall in this category without any change as discussed in first classification. Number 2, workgroup database. A workgroup is a relatively small team of people who collaborate on the same project or application or another group of similar application. A workgroup typically comprises fewer than 25 persons. Each member of workgroup has desktop computer and the computer are linked means by local area network. The database is stored on central device called database server, which is also connected to the network. Department database. A department database is functional unit within an organization. Typical examples are human resource, marketing, manufacturing, and finance. A department is generally larger than a work group, typically between 25 and 100%. Each member of department has desktop computer, and the computer are linked needs by local area network. Enterprise database. Enterprise database is one the scope of entire organization or at least many different departments. Such databases are intended to support organization-wide operations and design making. A similar operational enterprise database is impractical for difficulties in performance, diverse need of different users, and the complexity of achieving a single definition of data for all database users. An enterprise database does, however, support information needs of many departments. The most important type of enterprise database today is called a data warehouse.